So we're gonna continue. We are 17 now. We are in our youth. And there we go. And then we left the place, we ran off the place, and we dispersed. Oh, sorry. So. But what did you have, Muramatsu? I hope everything is okay, right? It's early morning. You have been awake since sunrise, studying. There's a knock at the door. Is it a letter from home or a hotel servant? You open the door and freeze, stunned. The girl from your past. Yes, I'm okay, just tired. Okay, good. Oh, dang it. Sophia it is. Hello, Brante. I don't know if she knows my name, actually. Oh, and I think we finished adolescence, so we have new traits now. Basically, the old traits made up these new traits. So we have diplomacy, we are 7 unknown. We have valor, we are 6 weak in battle. Theology is 10, I'm a follower. Eloquence 11, I'm a clear speech. Manipulation 12, I'm canny, almost clever. But you are naive if you don't think I'm clever. Scheming, I'm 11. Conspirator, I'm a conspirator. And willpower 0, man. Life is so exhausting. Before you stands Sophia, the girl who used to live next door. She's all grown up now. She looks so different, but you would always recognize those blue eyes, no matter what. No matter what. You gesture for her to come in. Sophia enters the room, glances around, and sits in an armchair. Remember, she is magical. She knows magic. She can use magic. You eye the girl you used to know as you sit across from her. But the young woman you see now has little in common with the girl you used to know. There is cold steel in the way she looks at things. Her hair is cut short. What's she doing here? I can explain. I've been living in Eterna for a long time now, ever since I ran from Anisot. I heard the other day that you'd left for the capital to get into the college, so I found you, and here I am. I died for you, woman. You ask how Sophia learned about your arrival and where you are staying, but she answers your questions with an enigmatic smile. We'll get to that later. Right now, I want to see how much you changed since we last saw each other. As for me, I changed a lot. I'm a whole different person now. You look away as you recall your previous encounter back when Sophia ran away from her Arcanian master. Sophia chuckles as she continues. Would you like to know what happened next? I traveled through the entire empire, all alone. I had nothing. My journey ended only when I reached this place, the capital, with all its important people and events. This is the heart of the empire. It's a place where I can make a difference. I've made friends here, found people I can truly call my family. I've even gotten an education of sorts, and I have a purpose now. I fight against injustice. I fight against the lots. I fight those who treat our lives like mud on the pavement. And no, I'm not afraid to tell you that. I came to you for a good reason. I need help. I know you. I died for you. I have faith in your good heart. And besides, this is also about the Imperial College you want to enroll in. There is a scholar there by the name of Bartholomew Dextra. He teaches natural sciences at the college. Dextra is an old man, but is quite progressive. They stop at nothing to advance science and acquire new knowledge. Okay. As you know, only second-generation nobles or above are allowed to teach at the college, but Dextra, he's a commoner. He forged this patent of nobility to get a position at the college. Oh. But the secret chancellery recently learned of this. Dextra is about to face true death for this forgery. But how is that justice? A man wants to teach people, and for this they're going to take all his lives? They're going to punish him for the crime of being born in the wrong estate? It's evil and obscene, and I will not stand for it. Dextra deserves to be rescued. But I don't want to put anyone in danger, so I need your help. You're from a rich family. You're almost a noble. If you help me get Dextra out of the city, nobody will suspect anything. No one will know, and the scholar will live on to continue his research elsewhere, far away from the secret chancellery. Will you help me? You feel perplexed by Sophia's sudden request. She's asking you to break imperial law and undermine the work of the secret chancellery to save the scholar. Rescuing Dextra would be an adventure, but it would also be incredibly dangerous. And besides, Dextra is a fake noble. He resorted to lies and deceit to get his current position. Oh, I need your help here, Muramatsu. How much does this matter to you? Sophia's blue eyes are studying you, waiting for your reply. Assuage? What's that? Assuage your guilt? Oh, I turned Sophia over to Otton? Oh! Oh, because I turned Sophia over to Otton, okay. If you help her now, it will make up for what you did to her. No. Refuse or help her? Are we gonna save this scholar? Whatever choice makes Grandpa scream in his grave. Well, refusing wouldn't, I guess. Help her or refuse? Hey, Zandy. There's no way you're going to rescue some false noble. He's getting his justice sad. I mean, I don't agree with true death for this. Okay, we're gonna help her. Am I going to die again, Sophia? You promised to help Sophia, but Bartholomew Dextra does not deserve this. He has to leave the capital. She can count on you. I knew I could count on you. Sure, I died for you. Then we must act at once. There's no time to waste. Dextra is to be arrested tomorrow. Oh, here's his address. Go there as soon as the sun sets. No one will suspect you. Dextra often tutors young men for the college entrance exams. Tell him the owl sent you. Use the back door to get out. A carriage will drive up to the backyard. The driver will hoot like an owl. He'll take you to the south gate. If the guards stop the carriage, just stalk your way out of it. Once you're outside the city, Dextra will ride away in a different carriage. You'll go back the way you came. I'll meet you in Majesty Square. Okay, I'm gonna tell him the owl sent me. I'll use the back door to get out. Carriage will drive up to the backyard. The driver will hoot like an owl. He'll take you to the south gate. If the guards stop the carriage, just talk your way out of it, sure. Once you're out the city, Dexter will ride away in a different carriage. You go back the way you came. Okay. You nod to her words and your hand starts to shake. You are about to go against the secret chancellery. You are going to help someone escape punishment. To defy your own lot like this, it's unthinkable. When the sun sets, you leave the lodging house and walk quickly, glancing over your shoulder repeatedly. Bartholomew Dexter's house must be somewhere around here. Oh God. You find the place. A genteel old man opens the door. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. I don't want a doll, no dinky tinker toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. Okay. That's a song, I guess. Nice. Yes. Nice. His face is covered in wrinkles. His shoulders are stooped, and yet his eyes are sharp and lively. Bartholomew Dexter looks at you for a moment, then asks why you have paid him a visit. You tell him you want to enroll in the college and are looking for a tutor. Dexter nods and invites you inside. Once you make sure nobody else can see or hear you, you whisper to the scholar about the real reason for your visit. The secret chancellery will be coming for him tomorrow, and he has to leave now to escape through death. The owl sent me, right? The owl. Duolingo sent me. Dexter freezes, then turns to you. How do you know about him and the secret chancellery? You tell him that the owl sent you and has provided for his escape. As for the secret chancellery, they want him for forging a patent of nobility. The moment you utter Sophia's name, the lecturer calms down and starts packing for the journey. You watch him distractedly and notice that he lives in a rather austere fashion. Austero. It does not take him long to pack. You hear the quiet clacking of hooves in the yard. Carefully, you and Dexter proceed to the backyard of the building. You see a carriage there. The driver hoots quietly. You get in. The carriage rolls down on the road. There's tense silence in the closed-off space inside the carriage. The scholar wrings his hands anxiously. Ooh. Through the carriage windows, you see the massive city gate passing by. You're almost outside the city, but then a loud voice reaches you. Halt! The driver obediently halts the carriage. Two city gendarmes, approach you. You leave the carriage to face the gendarme, before they can get a peek inside the carriage. They look you over and ask, where are you going so late at night? You tell them you are the son of a judge in Magra, here to enroll in the college, and right now you wish to visit the estate of a newfound friend. To convince them further, you mention the name of a noble son you have become friendly with. The gendarme release the carriage and wish you a pleasant trip. You drive along the high road until you encounter a peasant wagon. Dexter will take it to seek refuge away from the capital. Before the two of you part ways, he pats you on the shoulder and tells you that you have done a truly brave deed. You return to the city without incident. You find Sophia in Majesty Square as agreed, sitting on a bench by a streetlight, reading a book of some sort. She closes the book when she sees you and offers you her hand. So, did everything go according to plan? Yes, woman. You nod. Then we have earned ourselves a bit of free time. Let's go. You set off on a walk through the maze of narrow back streets. Finally, you have some time for questions. What happened to Sophia over the last 2 years? She was just a girl before, a servant. How is she now a revolutionary? Sophia just smiles sadly. You've seen what I can do. I'm not just a girl. The Inquisition caught up with me when I ran away from Anisot. I ended up in the House of Humility, a dreadful place. I got collared. You know how it feels to lose your free will, losing everything that makes you you. She unclasps the tall shirt collar that had been hiding her neck all this time, and you see the round mark from the anti-magic collar. They say a scar like this will remain even after a lesser death, but I got lucky. Patriarch Junius saved me. Junius took me and the other mages from the House of Humility and removed dark colors. He made me one of his attendants. He taught me that there are no lots. He told me that I'm like this, not because I'm a freak, but because it's my nature. He told me I can find a path to the twins like anyone else in the world. Oh, I see. And then I was taken, I got out on my own. I found my own lot, to protect the common people from the noble yoke, to help others who are as unlucky as I am, to fight for a different world, a world where everybody has equal rights, a world where mages don't get robbed of their will just because of one aspect of their birth, a world where the nobles no longer tread upon the commoners. Yes, this is our dream, but we are still so far away from it. But I keep moving towards it, and I'll stop at nothing. A strange, distorted expression appears on Sophia's face, but she quickly returns to normal. You keep walking until you are at your lodging house again. For a moment, you just stand there looking at each other. Then suddenly Sophia embraces you. For a moment she remains still in your arms and whispers, "You should join my cause. If we work together, one day we'll become a force to be reckoned with. I know you came here to find your way, but I'll never believe you really want to blind yourself to other people's laws and desires for the rest of your life. You want to bind yourself to other people's laws and desires for the rest of your life. The path I walk is dangerous. It's almost hopeless, but it's worth living for. Think about it. Goodbye." Then she withdraws just as quickly and disappears in the dark streets of Eterna. You make your way back to your room, exhausted by the events of the day. Was this really just a single day in your life? Okay, Sophia +1, trusting, sympathy. She was in the service of the Archnian Dorius Otton before fleeing Anisot. In the capital she became a rebel and founded the secret society of the Lotless. Okay. She's leading a fight against the Empire's unjust order. The Lotless. Scheming +1. I'm a conspirator, mama. I'm a conspirator. I'm almost a dangerous one, ladies. I'm a dangerous one, ladies. My god, everybody's is going off. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Dings it. Well, there's a bit too much to read, I guess. Scheming +1, Veiler +1. I'm weak in battle. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. Come on.
I will never forget that day. For it was then that I chose the path I would walk for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah, okay. And yeah, we noticed that this religion basically has the Celtic cross as a symbol, which apparently is the, I don't know, a sword, and this thing around it, but still. Odd choice. The 3 lots. There are only a few days left until the Imperial College entrance exam. History, law, theology. You spend all day reading and rereading the books you brought with you, staying at the library of Eterna for hours, sometimes until it closes. As the day of the exam approaches, your hands start shaking more and more, and finally the day comes. A clear sky hangs over Eterna today. The breeze is warm. You dress in your best outfit, a grey jacket and velvet culotte trousers. You comb your hair carefully and polish your boots until they shine. You leave the lodging house and head for the Imperial College. Your legs grow heavier with each step. Your anxiety at the fact your fate will be decided today is virtually tearing you apart. The college is a majestic building that looks not unlike a castle. In the square in front of it, you can already see several dozen people, young men, sons of nobles of the mantle like you, waiting for the college door to open. Time slows to a crawl. At last, the doors open. A stately man dressed in a professor's mantle appears at the entrance. He is the dean of the college. The students-to-be fall silent as the dean gets ready to deliver his welcoming speech. But the silence is interrupted by heavy footsteps and clanking armor. A squadron of warriors emerge near the college, led by Archnian officers. Their banner bears an image of golden grains. The noble militia of Monia province? What are they doing here? Okay. The nobles of Monia form a circle around the college, each warrior moving quietly and precisely until a chain is formed. One of the Archnians is clad in an old-fashioned suit of armor. He is the leader of the militia. He locks the bar on the massive doors on the college into place. Then proceeds to the stairs to address the crowd loudly. Egerius Monrogue, okay. Commoners, before you stands Egerius of the Monrogue dynasty, Archduke of Monia. By my will, the college is hereby closed and today's entrance exam is cancelled. Your lowly origins make you unfit for the great honor of rendering service to the Empire, a right that ought to be available only to the hereditary nobles of the sword. The college's reputation has been tarnished. It breeds muck nobles who bear not a trace of noble blood. You belong in the lowly estate, but have forgotten your place. Cornelius Tempest and other traitors to the Empire are indulging you and defacing the institutions of the nobility for their lowly interests. A noble lot for those of lowly birth? How can this be? I will not stand for this disintegration of the imperial order. Now turn away from the college this instant and return to the humble trades of your ancestors. Plough your fields, mend your boots, and work and suffer by your lot. If any of you dares to set foot upon these stairs, you'll be killed at once. Oh God. If you will not stand for it, then sit down. Oh, burn, Muramatsu. I think you just suffered your first lesser death, my man. The students-to-be meet this speech with a stunned silence. The crowd in the square is growing, however. The news of the Monian noble militia and the college's closing spreads through the streets like wildfire. More humans join the crowd. College students, commoners, officials who worked hard to be ennobled. Unrest grows around you. You hear people calling to rush Archduke Monrogue's forces to take control of the college and defend your right to become noble. The Emperor himself gave us this right. We have to fight for it. This is a decisive moment for all of you. The old gentry has challenged you. Will you accept this challenge? In the face of this shameful, illegal act by the Archduke's forces, you may prove that all of you deserve the noble lot. You'll need to break through the cordon, get inside the college and take control of it. The nobles will never dare hurt you if your presence is strong enough. If you are ready to risk it, all and fight for your right to the nobility, you will have to lead the charge. Winners take it all, losers take the fall. Get ready, Muramatsu. I'm gonna need you. People keep coming to the square in the meantime, including students and teachers from the Divine Seminary. The lot of the clergy is to guide others to the right path. When the estates clash, the priests are bound to intervene. The seminary teachers instruct their students to form a line between the noble militia and the outraged crowd. The priests begin telling the warrior nobles and the riotous commoners to return to the preordained divine order, lest they provoke the wrath of the gods. The wrath of the gods? As the priests utter these words, the crowd around you disappears. A vision appears before your eyes. The empire is ablaze. You see burning lands steeped with pain and despair everywhere you look. Rivers overflowing to extinguish the burning world. You can tell that soil scorched by such fire will never bear fruit again. Right, Muramatsu? I think there is instead. But I understand. The gods' given vision demands to be heard, demands to be prophesied to the world. But only a priest may speak to the twins and for the twins. Will you keep it inside? Or will you step onto the path the twins have revealed to you? Somebody shoves you in the back, and you snap out of the vision. You turn around to see a small but decisive troop of commoners moving quickly through the crowd. They are led by Sophia. As soon as she sees you, she signals to them to stop. So you're here too? Going to rush the college, are you? Can't you see it already? The laws cannot be trusted. They gave you the right to study here just to throw you a bone. When the going gets tough, your masters will take it all away. It's time for you to decide. We are the Lotless, and we are not putting up with this system any longer. We will fight for a new world. Are you coming with us, or are you just going to submit to them? There are students and professors locked inside the college. Who knows how long Monroe will maintain this siege? And what if they start slaughtering people? Neither group of nobles will care what happens to them. We are going to go inside and pull them out. Come with us if you're ready to take control of your own destiny. Oh dang. The tension in the square is palpable, and the situation is about to implode. Students, commoners, nobles of the mantle, followers of the new faith, all of them are gathering their forces to move on the wall of soldiers. They expect the nobles to let them through en masse. Surely they won't start a massacre. I'm not sure about that. The Lotless, led by Sophia, prepared to break through the siege, to rescue the people in the college, and all the while the priests preach peace to both sides of the conflict. The college is your only way into the nobility. Only you can fight for your new lot and fulfill your duty to your family. You could organize an offensive strong enough to get into the college and thus seize your lawful right like a true nobleman. Yet, the revelation about the wrath of the gods still pulses in your mind. Once revealed, this vision will take you on a different path, standing with the priests and preaching what you have just seen, warning all of the dire danger on the path of warring estates, bringing the twins' word to the people and guiding them to salvation. Could this be your new lot? What do you think about this, for example, Muramatsu? Sophia and the Lotless, they expect you to join the struggle. They are waiting for you to cast off the old ways and the eternal yoke of subservience. If you choose this path, you will not change your lot, and your suffering will continue. But your suffering might just change this world. So there are three possibilities here, right? So we have to become a martyr? Man, I'm like 17 years old. That would be my second lesser death, hoping it's a lesser death. This is the moment. Your future life will be decided here and now. We cannot break through the cordon into the college. We even have to preach or follow the Lotless. That's also what I thought. It's one of these two. No. No, don't worry. I wouldn't have chosen break through the cordon into the college anyway. Obviously, we are not for the system. We don't accept this, obviously. There is no game anymore, just suffering. Preach your revelation. The revelation is that, I mean, what's the revelation about though? Okay. The wrath of the gods. Standing with the priests and preaching what you have just seen, warning all the dire danger on the path of warring estates. I mean, yeah, I think there's no real choice in here. Again, I'm also 17, I'm probably going to follow the Lotless anyway. But I don't... But, I'm going to follow the Lotless. Because I fear that preaching your revelation, I mean, joining the priests, I mean, there's the new faith, but basically this is the choice, right, Muramatsu? We either become a priest of the new faith, or some sort of that, or we go with the Lotless. This is basically, you know, destroying the system from the outside or influence the system from the inside. This is the choice. So yes, and so given this choice, I always go with destroy the system from the outside, because I don't believe the system can be changed from the inside. I think that's false logical. So I'll follow the Lotless. I think you would agree with the choice, even because, you know, when you said there was no choice, I think you were referring to this, right? So I'm going to follow the Lotless. There we go. You have decided. The storm of doubt in your mind clears at last. You are done serving the will of others. You will defy your lot, and you do not need another. You are free already, and for this freedom you are ready to sacrifice anything. You walk to the Lotless as Sophia smiles at you softly. Her companions pat you on the shoulder, and then you get to work. The Lotless withdraw from the mob in the square and prepare for the raid. They are strong people of lowly birth, and their clothes are covered in dirt and soot. They hang on Sophia's every word. And this is what I don't like. But so the plan is simple. I will go to the warriors by the side gate and distract them. You know me, I have my ways. The rest of you must get inside the college and lead the people outside. When you are done, wait for my signal. Signal? Signal, right? Sparks of yellow flash in Sophia's eyes. She walks with confidence to the nobles guarding the side gate. They meet her with drawn swords, and then a flash of yellow light fills their eyes. The warriors freeze in place. Sophia walks away and they follow her obediently. The path is clear. You hear one of the Luckless gasp in awe. That's our owl. All right. Only she can do that. It's time. You open the gate and get inside the college, reaving the cries of the mob behind. Nobody stops you. Once this is done, you scatter to search the halls for students and professors. They are not too eager to trust the trespassing commoners, but with Arcanian swords hanging over their heads, they trust you anyway. Your student garb helps you convince them. You take everyone you can find out of the college through the same unguarded gate. The Luckless take a roll call. The Luckless take a roll call in an alleyway behind the college. You rescued almost 24 men. Sophia is the last to reach you. It's time to leave. The maze of hidden alleyways takes you safely to a patch of abandoned land. Sophia clambers up onto the half-crumbled wall of an old house. She lights her pipe and gestures confidently for everyone to come closer. Welcome all. We are the Luckless. We are the people who will never stand for the injustice of the imperial system. We live as we see fit. We have no masters, only our own free will. Join our ranks and you'll be forever free from the whims of the Arcanians and the gentry. Walk away and they'll be free to do with you as they see fit. I believe today was a fair show of their intentions. The freed students exchange glances. If they join you, their hopes of being ennobled by the mantle will be cut short. But they already saw how precarious their position is. Many of them are enraged by the fact that the Arcanians can take their rights whenever they please. We won't force you to stay. You're free to leave and go back to the college when it opens, if it opens. But if you don't want to dance to the tune anymore, the Luckless welcome you. Many students join the ranks of the Luckless that day. You are among them. You're greeted by the motto of the Luckless. Our cause is just. I don't like this, man. But it's fine. Your new life has begun. Your life as a member of an outlaw brotherhood. There's no going back. You'll be neither nobleman nor priest. Your father will never forgive you for letting the family down. But for the first time in your life, you feel truly free. You have defied your lot. Now your fate is yours alone. What will happen next? Path of the Luckless has happened. Remain a commoner. You remain in the common estate with no choice but to fend for yourself and make your own way in the world. I mean, you return to the lodging house one last time to gather your belongings for the move to your new home. A young man dressed in the uniform of the military academy greets you by the door. It takes you a moment to recognize Tomas. Your friend locks you in an embrace. Embrace? Brante, hey, how are you? I heard about the nasty stuff that went down in the college square. Those damn gentry would do anything to keep low-born folks under their thumb. Glad the situation resolved itself. As for me, I'm an academy cadet now. He's beaming with pride. You invite him in and chat while you pack. Tomas continues to relay the news as you walk up the stairs. I made it into the top 10. Can you imagine? Did pretty well in sparring and the sciences. It was all thanks to the help you gave me back in school in Anisot. I'll be studying the art of war now, and then it's a quick march to noble title. How about you? You tell Tomas about what happened over the past few days and of the path you have chosen. He remains quiet as you speak. Both of you realize that you may never see each other again. You know what? I bet at some point we'll see him again, on the other side. You know, Brante, here's what I think. You may have your own path in life, but you're my friend. We gotta make sure our friendship lasts forever, no matter what happens to us. Here, I brought 2 brass rings. If the old tradition is to be believed, both the rings and their wearers will always remain close to each other, no matter where fate takes them. What do you say? The 2 of you grew up side by side. Tomas, the audacious, hot-blooded, sharp-tongued boy who used to live next door. You can't imagine your childhood without him. But would it be right to promise him that your friendship will last forever, no matter what happens? I'm not gonna. 2 rings made of plain brass lie in his open palm. If you wear these rings, you'll be bound by ties of friendship for the rest of your life. I'm not gonna take the ring. Nope. I keep things as they are. I'm not gonna take the ring. He's gonna be in the military. I'm gonna fight the military. We're gonna keep things as they are. Not gonna end the friendship, no. You are sure you'll do your best to keep the friendship alive, but you cannot promise it will last forever. That's it. You do not take the ring, but simply pat Tomas on the shoulder. The 2 of you have walked side by side ever since you were children. Those years of friendship will always be there, but nobody knows what might come next. The 2 of you are walking different paths in life now. Why make promises you may not be able to keep? For now, the 2 of you are friends, and that's all that matters. With a sigh, Tomas put the rings back in his pocket. Yeah, you're right. Nobody knows what's gonna happen to us. Okay, then let's not make any big promises. But at least we got tonight, right, Brante? How about we take a walk downtown and talk about old times? You wander to the banks of the river Reglata. The breeze blowing from the bay feels cool and gentle on your face. You recall the first time the 2 of you fought, and your school days, and all the adventures and escapades you had. Before you know it, the sun has set. You say goodbye to each other. You do not know if you'll ever meet again. Status with Tomas remained friends. Yes. +3. You remain friends with Tomas, though you had not taken an oath of eternal friendship. Okay. +5 willpower, nice. Will we ever reach +10? I don't think so. Life is too stressing, man. Life is too stressing, man. A letter from home. You write a letter home and tell them you failed to get into the college. There is no other way. Father would have learned everything one way or another. It isn't an easy letter to write. He did send you to the capital specifically to attend the college, after all. You write about Archduke Monroe's assault and the students' doubtful future now that their right to be ennobled by the mantle may be revoked. You tell them that you plan to get a job in the capital and earn a living. They should accept your choice. The reply from your family arrives very quickly. This is our father, Robert Brante. We sent you to the capital with the sole purpose, but you failed. Indeed, nobody expected an attack on the college, but you could have upheld your right to study there had you been more firm. Cornelius Tempest will ensure the college opens again. Yet you have already rejected the nobleman's lot. And to what end? I can only accept your choice now, but you will no longer receive any support from the family. It's up to you to earn your keep. I can only hope that you will not disappear in the capital. Stefan, our brother. This entire siege incident is nothing but a poor excuse. You failed to uphold your right to enter the college, and that is the end of it. It costs father so much time and money to send you to the capital, and you rejected it all. And for what? To remain a commoner until the end of your days? I hoped you would one day become my equal, but now the very thought of this is just absurd. There we go, Muramatsu. Family. You can always count on family. As long as you do what they say. There is another letter. It's from Gloria. It seems neither father nor Stefan knew she sent it. You can always count on family to let you down. I agree. And thank God grandfather is not alive anymore. Sir Robert smashed the vase when as he read your letter. Stefan screamed at the top of his lungs about Lobon and foul bloods. Fortunately, I led Mother and Nathan away before we all got in trouble. But I'm proud of you. You defied Father's will. You went against all expectations, against this entire rotten system. You made this decision. Now follow it to the end. I believe this path will lead you somewhere worthy. Take good care of yourself, my brother. Okay, Gloria. Robert Brante, -1 only? Only -1? Okay. Distaste from Stefan? Okay. And Gloria, +5. We were already +5. There we go. You cast one final glance over the room where you lived for so long. Here's the table at which you sat, studying all those books. Here's the bed on which you dreamed your dreams of the future. Your things are packed. You walk down the stairs. The landlord's servile smile is gone now. The unspent remainder of the funds allocated for your accommodations drop onto the counter from his reluctant hand, and then he turns away. You have no luck now. You are free, free even from the knowledge of your tomorrow. You have cast away your destiny, but for what? This remains to be seen. The Brante family will support you no longer, but you have to find a place, right? But you have to find a place to stay in the capital so you can aid the luckless, or a play, I don't know. And so you seek Sophia. Yeah, Sophia, what now? Oh, I'm afraid I can't offer you a noble estate, but we found a basement in an abandoned house and made it into our own. It's on the bank of Reglata by the river port. It's livable. There's only one room for everyone, so bring your own bedding. But it's warm and clean, and we have food and a place to keep our things. You'll be safe. I don't like this, Muramatsu. I don't like this. I'm telling you just one thing. The luckless are led by a woman. Me neither, right? Well, by now it's done, okay? We'll go on hand in hand, okay? I'm not gonna leave you, okay? I'm gonna accept your ring, okay, Muramatsu? Yeah. But it's true though, it's true though. After all those carriage rides, going through the city streets on foot isn't half bad. The bayside wind still gets under your skin, but it also cools you down on hot days. Not that you need it. You were born in an izot in the very southernmost part of the empire, and the hot season in the capital is nothing compared to the real heat in Magra. You recall all the hot days in the garden, sitting with father and talking about the lots, about your future in the capital. He used to look at you with such pride. He was so confident you would follow in his footsteps. A chilling gust of wind snaps you out of it. Enough nostalgia. It's time to face the future you have chosen for yourself. The house where the Lutless live is close to the port. The basement entrance is hard to find, but you eventually locate it. Inside is one large room with bedding and belongings strewn about all over the floor. You find some free space in one of the corners, so you place your bedding and your things nearby. Then you take a good look around. There's only a handful of people in the building. You introduce yourselves to them. They show you the utilities, a small kitchen and a room with a stove and several buckets of water. If you need more water, the river is right nearby. Oh, back when rivers weren't polluted to death? You ask them how long they have lived here. About 8 months, one of the Lutless tells you. They look over this basement back when they only had 10 members. They took over this basement back when they only had 10 members. Most of them were more or less homeless, disowned by their families, expelled from the college, academy, or seminary. Sophia found a place where they could live together. Everyone sleeps in the basement and meets in the abandoned house above. Sophia certainly is thoughtful, you intone. That she is, your fellow Lutless says, nodding. She takes good care of us, but she is also really secretive and demands that we follow her orders to the letter. Even after all those months, nobody knows where she lives. She only shows herself when she deems it necessary. Well, maybe we will also talk about this new thing of the Lutless. We'll see. Soon you come to know the Lutless better, and you see that they truly believe in what they are doing. At present, they are trying to expand their ranks and convince the common folk that the present order in the Empire can and must be fought. You can do this, you have to believe you can do this, and you have to do whatever Sophia says. This is also why I don't really care about this stuff that much. A system is a system. I don't believe in hierarchy. So, to me the Lutless and the Empire are basically the same thing. Now I'm free. I'm not really free. You know, we are certainly not free. So, there's really no escape from systems, from hierarchical systems. Now we are under Sophia, basically. Sophia is the new emperor, but we'll see. Some of the students you rescued are also here. With their arrival, the ranks of the Lutless practically doubled. The events at the college turned them against the current system. They are eager to act, and so are you. Sophia meets with every newcomer in private. It takes a few days before she finally speaks to you too. Sophia is sitting at the desk behind a pile of papers. She looks worn out, but still smiles at you. Hi, there's a reason I wanted to talk to you last. Our ranks are growing, but not everyone is as smart and learned and cunning as you. I know. Okay, we're fine now. I know. I need results, and I expect to get them from you. Oh, I see. Sure. We have to tell the common folk the truth about what happened at the college. It doesn't matter how we do it. The Lutless will never forget, and will never forgive the nobles for what they did. We have to tell people we exist, and we have to recruit new members. I know you can think of a way to do both. I expect a report in 1 week. At our next meeting, good luck, fuck you. Sophia stops talking and looks at you. Oh, now I work for you, Sophia? Okay. How are we gonna call the lots in here? Okay? Tell me the new name of the lots. Sophia stops talking and looks at you. You nod. There's something else you want to tell her, but you have no plan just yet, and it seems she has no time for small talk. You leave the meeting room, What will you do now? How can you tell people about the Lotless without everyone getting arrested? The best place to do this would be somewhere on the outskirts of the city, in the markets and taverns, where commoners tend to gather. You spend the rest of the day strolling through the city streets. After a night of pondering, you have 3 ideas. Your first idea is the safest. Muramatsu, take note. Print a lot of leaflets and spread them all across Eterna. Tiny papers are easy to hand out, and all it takes is a few printed words that hit home. And the printing press. Can you even find a print shop that will support your cause? Plan number 2. Talk about the Lotless to anyone willing to lend an ear. This is more reliable option. After all, people tend to believe other people more than words on paper. It's more dangerous too. It's easier to arrest an orator, I don't know, than an author. And your numbers are too few as it is. And then there's plan number 3. The city is still abuzz after what happened at the college. Somewhere out on those frantic streets are people willing to heed your call. Instead of wasting time and effort telling everyone about the Lotless, perhaps you should focus on recruiting. I wonder, I think I can quit on this choice, I think.